They try to silence your voice, hide the truth in the dark, but the world is waking up, we can see through their junk. They tell their stories, twist the lines, play their wicked game, but we stand unshaken, calling out your name. No more shadows, no more lies. We will fight, we will rise. Justice for Julia, we won't turn away. The truth is a fire, it's lighting the way. You are not alone, we're standing strong. Justice for Julia, we'll right this wrong. You are lost in the system, locked behind the gates, but we hear your cry, we won't hesitate. They try to erase you, pretend you're not real, but your voice is power, and the whole world can feel. No more shadows, no more lies. We will fight, we will rise. Justice for Julia, we won't turn away. The truth is a fire, it's lighting the way. You are not alone, we're standing strong. Justice for Julia, we'll right this wrong. We are the echoes of all you've endured, breaking the silence, making them heard. You are the light that won't fade away. Julia, we fight for you every day. Justice for Julia, we won't turn away. The truth is a fire, it's lighting the way. You are not alone, we're standing strong. Justice for Julia, we'll right this wrong. No more silence, no more fear. Julia is Madeline and justice is near.
Hello, everybody out there. I am very, very blessed to see that you're already a lot with us. I have to remember to put the comments on. This is, like the posts have been saying, an emergency broadcast system. So what I'm saying with that is that the woman warrior tables that are now establishing all over the world is seriously the new emergency broadcast system, because I'm not going to wait for that emergency broadcast system that we have been waiting for forever. So I will begin to call this, when it's really emergency, put the EBS on. This is emergency. This is really seriously not funny anymore. I mean, it's never been at all. But it's time to not be scared, to show what is done to all of us who are freedom fighters. This is not new to me, what is happening, but it's new to people who are coming in and being new supporters in big projects, and can be very surprised what is happening. Some have it happened to for ages. But it's really important that we show everybody now what it is they're doing and how they're complicating everybody's life around this, while they are pretending to be a good supporter and making them trustable until they switch side in a very fast moment. And this is what happened in this petition that I have created, because I am a citizen of this world that is concerned about Julia Wandelt, her situation. I personally believe she is Madeleine McKim or something genetically, or whatever they have made of very strange things. But she do remember what happened to her when she was taken. So I do believe her more than anybody, because I did research with Julia for months before her arrest. And I have been with her daily. So the accusements that have come to me in these last days, with my name put so bad out in very big groups that is concerning Julia, I have to seriously, I gave them all the chances to step forward, talk to me about whatever they thought was wrong with this petition, but they didn't because they have signed it. So this is about a petition somebody's trying to hold back. That is very, very important. And they're exposing themselves by trying to stop this. This is a very important petition. Months ago, actually before Julia was arrested, was sitting with Julia, we should make a petition for this DNA result. And she already had Sheena, I think it was Sheena, that made another petition for the DNA. I actually don't know how that is going. But when she was arrested, and I personally have messages, private messages from Julia, and I know that she was in pain in her teeth and her bones. And I will show you later, because one of the reasons that we're going to mention his name, I'm so sorry, Jarad Adams. We have been working along, I thought, for a long time, though I did have suspicions very early in the way that you thought that you could direct me to do things, or you are my boss, or you know everything better, because it's not that is done. Anybody know better? No, we that want the best for Julia. We do what we think is best for Julia, and I was doing what I thought was best for Julia. So I was with ChatGPT explaining all that was happening at that time, saying what is the best I can do. And that was to gather people and make a petition. So I have been writing all these letters to the Polish embassy, the UK embassy, the justice offices, the Operation Grain. This work is done. You have signed it, Jarad, yourself. You have supported me. You have said more than one time that you support my work. And then suddenly, 2-3 days ago, I have to get a person sending me that you inside a big chat group are writing my name saying, don't sign this petition. This is what have happened. This petition only have now 258 signatures when thousands of people all over the world is concerned and know something is really wrong. Why don't they want to sign? It takes 2 minutes to sign that you also would like these papers to get to these hands. So there's a little bit of pressure on them that we want transparency and we need to know that Julia's health is taken care of because we have proofs that her health is not okay. So Jarad is now using, saying two things. My group that I have made, Facebook group for getting the signature, is public. That was one of his problems. So I went, whoa, did I make it public? So I went straight in to look, and it's private, Jarad. So it's like out of the blue. People have to start to learn. I think, Jarad, you're teaching me so much. And I'm actually seriously thankful that you came out like this, because now we're going to make the work a lot faster. I'm so sorry, but that is what you're going to get back out of this. We want to show you today a lot of the attacks, not a lot, because we're not going to put too much attention on that, but I want more to show you the reasons why we need to push this petition about Julia's health. And I want to introduce Sandy, truth seeker, that I have here next to me, that have been following the case since it happened in 2007. I get goosebumps. I'm sorry. Oh, I just get and Jana, that is out here and that was with me in the last interview we made about Julia, and me and her, what we have experienced behind the scenes. with attacks on our phones, and which is so similar to what have happened to Sarah the week before. So, phew, we want to. I have invited Jarad inside. I have been open with him. I have told him a lot of things that is not safe for me to tell people, which make it very unsafe for me now to have been telling him that. And Jarad, you think that you could delete all the messages that we have had since March yesterday, but I screenshotted it all. I'm so sorry. So it's there, and I mean, I can send it to you after if you don't believe me. But it's there, and I'm writing to him very personal things. Now I have to send that to 50 people out in the world so they know that you know that also. And uh, we have Sam out with us here. Everyone today also, because we are about transparency. I have nothing to hide. I have a heart calling out for Julia like my own, she was my own daughter. Like, what would I do for my own daughter? And even like, I know I would do even more if she was my own daughter. Like, so I'm just trying to get close to what I would do if she was my own daughter, like, and maybe we should go to you, Sandy, with that words, because you told me today that you have followed her since 2007. I even know that you back then wrote a poem that we are going to make a song out of. So you have a poem back from 2007 that to me, when I read that, feel that you already knew back then something is seriously wrong.
Can I just say something as well? Reading your poem, it's almost like, yeah, you knew, Sandra, you were connected. I was blown away.
Shall I read my poem?
While you read your poem, everybody please light a candle and put protection around all of us, into Julia, around Julia. Let's just make this huge space that is full of protection that they cannot get in because they want to get in, but they don't understand this love. We even invite you in to explain what happened to you that can make you stop a petition that is so necessary for us to push towards truth. Jarad, why? Please, Sandy, please, everybody, you can put a candle out in the comments, like a candle in the comments, if you feel like. And Sandy, you're a little low, your mic. Maybe you have to get a little closer or say it loud. We would really love to hear it. Thank you.
I'll just should we hold a candle up for Julia? I shall start reading the poem. And sorry, folks, it's my first time on camera.
You're doing good.
Great.
No rush. No rush. No rush.
If you just lead me, Erika, and advise me what you think I should do first or say first. And then once I get in the flow of it, I'm sure you won't be able to stop me.
Go for it, Sandra.
Now, I'd like everybody to light a candle for Julia, to shed light on everything that's going on, not just around Julia, but, around humanity, about all the lost children in the world. And I wrote this poem when Madeline went missing And when I was in contact with Julia through Instagram, I also sent it to her. So I'm going to go and get the poem and read it now. The Lost Child by Sandra Blackman, or Sandy White. Is anyone out there? Does anyone care that I'm lost and alone here? How long can I bear? This torture is killing me, body and soul. They make me do things that are nasty and cold. Is anyone out there? Can you hear me now? Why won't you come rescue me? Run through the crowd. I'm waiting. My time's running out. Please come for me now before hope turns to doubt. Yeah, I started following the story of Julia. I guess I seen it on the news when it first happened, and I've always had a passion for the lost and for children, and I just felt deeply connected to Julia. And I even ended up in hospital because I collected newspapers. Everybody thought I was mad. I was going to piece all the newspapers together and write an article and, hope that I could, put all the evidence together, the things that I saw, the things that I remembered from what I read in the newspaper. I thought that, maybe it would help to find Madeline. But I ended up getting over obsessive about it and, sparked my nerves off. And I have bipolar, and I was actually sectioned. And on the way to the hospital, when I was being driven to the hospital, I actually thought, one of my crazy thoughts, that somebody was stealing my babies. But that's enough about me. This is about Julia. So then back last year, I came across Sean Atwood's channel and saw Julia, and I watched Julia part 1 to 12. A lot of hours watching, but I just passionate about finding Madeline. And then when I met Julia, I just when Madeline went missing, I thought, with that distinctive rare eye anomaly, if she ever came back, would we recognize her? If she ever managed to survive and come back as an adult, would we recognize her? And Julia has got that rare eye anomaly, and Julia's a kind, intelligent, articulate, generous. There's just not enough words to describe, the sort of person that she is. I mean, you can watch 100 documentaries or people's opinions or people's views or people's comments, but to actually hear it coming out of the horse's mouth, so they say, is a different story, full of raw emotion. And she ought to be paid as a private detective for all the evidence that she gathered together, all the 20 plus marks on her body, a mark on her lip, a mark on her arm, a mark on her, just so much evidence. And then Sean helped, and Ron helped use AI to sort of overimpose, I think that's the right word, Madeline and Julia's eye. And the resemblance and it was just so so unreal. I just I couldn't switch off. I'd stay up hours into the evening just watching it, you know just thinking, is this Madeline? Is this really Madeline? What if this is Madeline, you know. And then I've also watched Julia's Memories, where you know, and you can tell that, you know, it comes straight from the heart. You know, it's just completely raw and emotional, and you know, you don't see that very often.
I think
And
I want to help you a little bit because I have the evidence right here. Like, you know, if people, this is the eye thing you were mentioning. That is like not the one Ron made, I think, or maybe it's another one. But look at this. Um, this is Photoshop where you take the transparency off two pictures, like one of the pictures. So it goes from Madeline to Julia. And there's a better one than this actually. Uh, and that is in the What If movie that is on my channel because I made it together with Julia, where the medical report also is inside. So Jarad is also saying, I'm putting the medical report like that is a bad thing to do on the group where we are signing, like asking for signatures. This is why we're asking for signatures. That's because we have proof that she's in danger. And now when you're talking about how sweet she is and what she is in prison for is for harassing the McKenns. And I have the phone call right here where she's calling Gary. And I want everybody to please listen to this and tell me out in the comments if this is harassment. Yes or no, please.
Hello, who's speaking?
Hello, I'm Julia. Can we talk, please? I don't want to disturb you. I just need to talk with you.
You must have the wrong number.
No, I know your voice, Jerry.
That's harassment. That is harassment. And
That
then
is
really
disturbing. It's
that
disturbing
is
to listen.
so, yeah, that is seriously so disturbing. And I wanted also actually to play her own song so you can hear how can this person in any way harass anybody. And she's a young girl. And I don't care if you believe if she's Madeline or not. She has the right to believe it and to search for the truth and to not be locked her mouth and to be put into Dr. Phil's show. Dr. Phil, seriously. Everybody who wants to learn a little bit about gaslighting, I think you should go and watch that show. Sorry. With Dr. Phil and Julia and see how he used gaslighting. So in the first, most of the part, he's sitting kind of giving Julia, yeah, like, I believe you. And then in the last 5 minutes, he turned and twist everything. He even gaslighted the two detectives that should stand up. And it's like ridiculous to watch. So she had been set up. And so, Sandy, you have known something inside of you said from the beginning, something is wrong. You knew from the beginning something is wrong. And you also felt so emotionally attached to it that it have like changed your life into something that it shouldn't have. Like, I would say the same thing have happened to me because of this case. I would have loved to spend my time differently the last 13 years of my life because of just knowing things that you're not supposed to know inside of this if you want to be a free person. What all of you out there, of them not on our side, have to understand is that there's a few people on this planet that you cannot stop because we are not feeling even living when we cannot speak our truth. So in the end, we have to speak it. And now we are here today because people are trying to stop a very, very important petition that can put pressure on, like help us to make sure her health is okay. And I just want to just have Jana in as well. And I also
Sure.
just want to say hi to my friend Pierre that is in the comment. He is saving, like he's my dude. Jana, sorry.
No, when it goes, we're talking about the petition. We established, didn't we, that that is definitely being intercepted and the names are not being put forward on the petition. I don't know how they're doing it, but it's proof it's happening, because I have signed that petition probably 3 times. Because, you know, when you think, oh, I just want to make sure it's signed, I just want to make sure it's signed. And I've done the email, clarified that. And then you were getting the names, went through the list. My name is not on there. My name should be on there. And my name's not on there. And what's even clarifies it even more is that my dad has the same surname as me. And I signed that petition with him, went into his email, confirmed, and his name is neither on that petition either. I've seen a couple of people that I know have signed it, that I know personally, but my name's not on there and my dad's name is not on there.
And that is so concerning because we couldn't understand that only like so little people are signing it. And here we come to another problem and another name I have to expose, or just like seriously put a huge question mark to. What are you doing?
Mm.
So this one had to go to Sheena Hendrickson, who runs the Free Julia Facebook page. That is huge.
And there's another concern, sorry, Erica, another concern is that that was not posted on that group.
That's what I'm trying to say, because it's not being approved, Sheena, for months. So that is back in March that I can see it's waiting for approval. Why would you not share that? Why would you not message me and explain why? Like, it's such a huge, important step that is dangerous for me and my name and me to go out and do. I thought, seriously, we have thousands of people. And then you, Sheena, who Julia have said is her best friend, are stopping. For me, it's the same as like lying and holding back important information is the same.
We know that the whole thing is being tried to be covered up. That's why Julia is in prison now. I personally, you may, Erica, have expected this because you've been in this so long. I did not expect people so close to Julia and so close to be causing problems, to be going against the grain. I don't understand. I'm always not understanding.
I would like to people just to see what it is I'm trying to like the ChatGPT. Julia used ChatGPT, the paid version, which the intelligence services are using as well. So it goes really deep. If you know how to ask deep, it goes really, really deep into your answer. So Julia did very, very good work with that. And every time she delivered something, I took it and I tripled it. And so I cannot doubt. I cannot be in doubt. Like, I cannot, because I spent so much time on it. Like that some people will say you are obsessed, or you are, no, this have stopped my life. So it's not an obsession. This is for humanity. This is for the next 7 generations. You cannot say I'm crazy because I care for the next 7 generations and because I think that this has to stop and be exposed fully. And we even do it with love. That would say, we understand that you are Freemasons or ritual or whatever you are. You can be forgiven if you step forward. That's soul contract. Like, I don't know, you have the choice, but you cannot be forgiven continuing doing really bad things. So what I want people really to see now is the
Erica,
conclusions. Sorry, Anna?
are we able to play that lady from the Freemasons? Is that
Yeah,
possible? Is that
we can.
in line with everything? I just think that would be good for everyone to hear if they haven't heard it.
Do you? I have a video where a Freemason woman from Australia is coming with a confession, and I can feel her. I can forgive her. I can understand she's been born into it, and all of you really cool 11 people that I can see is with us. Can you put a 1 if you want to see it? I think maybe it's 8 minutes long. Let me just, I can check. I can check, where is it? Did I put it?
Do people want to see? Because I've suggested it if they don't want to see.
It's very important. I mean, I can also really very easy say that they can find it. Everybody would like to see it. So can you two just have a little chat with each other while I find it?
Yeah. Well, I just think, do you, Sandra, think that this video that Erica's about to show is it highlights why, or highlights the bigger picture of Julia and what's going on around the world that people don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about saying, it could be put on the links, and we could show Julia's what if, or the memories, but then they're long as well. But as I did watch the lady that you're talking about, and it's, I think what sort of more about it than I do. So I think it's best if Erika thinks that it's a good time to show it. Then I'll agree.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
That's okay. You found it?
I found it. But I don't want to interrupt if you were just in the middle.
No, it's a good time to play.
Okay, so this is, yeah, you can hear it. I'm going to put her on, a Freemason woman. She's saying very important things. And one of the things is take over the media. We need to do that. But listen to this.
I'm a Mason, I'm a Mason, I'm a Mason, I'm a Mason, and I would like to acknowledge the sins that I have partaken in, and this includes my ancestral line. There's been quite a lot when you consider my ancestors had a pretty big role to play in the running of society. There are things that are very obvious that we have done, particularly towards the minorities and towards and towards women. There are also things that you're not aware of that we have done, and I would like to share these with you now. We have been dividing you all through the three industries that we control: news and media, law, and finance. News and media creates our reality, and this is what we discovered. And through news and media, we've been able to give our other two industries an incredible amount of importance. We've been able to instill them in your lives as things that you cannot live without. But our other two industries, law and finance, are industries that bring nothing but harm. We use law and finance to make people homeless. Every time we come into a new country, we use the law to remove the people who live there ability to live off the land. We remove community, we divide them up, and then we rewrite their history. It's important for us to divide people up by taking children away from their families so that we can instill our history into the histories of the peoples whose culture we're destroying. And what we do is we tell these people that they had laws, rapists and pedophiles, that they had corporal punishments. We use finance and the law to stop people from being able to be good and understanding benefit the lives of others. We are the cause of poor mental health. We are the cause of anxiety, depression, and suicide. It's because the practices that we use are psychologically abusive. We control society through narratives. Narratives is what controls society, nothing more. So we've used news and media to establish the law as a necessary part of life and finance as a necessary part of life. But without law and finance, what you would find is that everyone would have a home. Everyone would be safe and secure, and everyone would be free to make their own decisions about what they do with their life and what they do for work. Because we partake in these actions without awareness, and that means that these actions stay within our subconscious, or the results of these actions stay in our subconscious, we are unable to stop what we are doing, change what we are doing, or exit the situation. That's what happens when you don't have awareness of it. The reason my family don't have awareness of what they're doing is because they have the values to be good, kind, understanding, and benefit the lives of others. These things are really important to them. And once they do become aware of how their actions are impacting the lives of others, the pain is so great that they remove themselves from existence. This has happened time and time again. So this is a biological problem that we've become trapped in. An inability to acknowledge what we are doing has removed our ability to change what we are doing. So I'm aware of what we are doing, and I'm here to speak on behalf of my family and say we need you to take authority away from us. To remove our authority, what you need to do is take back control of news and media. News and media creates our reality. And so if news and media were to share stories saying that war is over, humanity has united, that everyone is getting a universal weekly income, those things would become reality. To this, I would add the following phrase: a home is owned by living in it. You do not own the home of another person. You never have, and you never will. These are the actions that remove the control that my family have had. We need you to take control back. We need you to remove our authority and free us from this hell that we are in alongside you.
I don't wanna hate, I wanna be hated. I wanna be free. Tell my truth, the truth that beholds everything from the darkest to matter to the brightest, like blinding eyes. It's the ignorance that causes my temper. I can't see through it, the lie.
Okay, finding our way back in. Whoa. Yeah, that was good. Important. That's so important. Like, wow. I love her. I love her. And if anybody out there know her, if how
Yeah.
she have survived this, because I'm not sure she has.
That's brave. It was very brave of her. Yeah. It would be nice to know if she's okay.
This is a brave soul.
Yeah. But why I thought that was important to show is how she was saying the confusion and the chaos. Well, that's exactly what's happening with Julia and her, the support that we're giving. They've come in and they've caused confusion, or they're trying. They haven't. They've tried to cause confusion and chaos. Down to Sergit's posts, wherever they are, because I don't know where they are, but to be posting them, that negativity, that other side of the fence, which is not true.
And no transparency. And if you know Julia, she wants transparency. She would never get like a spokesman or a lawyer that is not transparent. She wouldn't.
Exactly.
Right.
But for someone who's supposedly a supporter of Julia to go and post that on the page more than once, Sergit's posts, it just felt like it was trying to cause confusion and chaos.
Is that the post? I think I should have it. Is that this post?
Yeah. Yes, and then there's another one as well. There's two posted on the same day.
So this one is a post that Jarad is making that is a copy from Sergit. I can't even say his name.
Sergit.
It's like, that's what I want to say. All is about frequency and vibration, you know. And if I can not, after like 5 months, even say his name, something's wrong. Something's off vibe. Like, so what is he writing? Please note, it's very small. Julia's followers will now attempt to play down these results. Okay, so it's because that Sergit say, I don't have the other one. Sergit came out and saying that now there's some DNA results done, and Julia is not Madeline.
Yeah, I can't exactly.
And he would just whatever he say, he always finish say, I will not be answering any questions. I never saw him make a post without saying, I will not be answering any questions. It's like, wow. Transparency after all. So what is he saying?
Do you want me to try and find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you share screen from your place?
I don't think I can, but I can find the post.
So,
here we go.
You needed to find it. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I just got to bring it up. It's so small on that screen. Excuse me if my face is right in the camera. Oh no, I can't even read it on mine. All right, I can just about read it, yeah. I want the other one. No, that's too blurred. So it says this one, please note, Julia's followers will now attempt to play down these results or say that they are wrong, but they should be aware that all the information will come out in the media and the courts in due course. I have much more to say about Julia Wandelt and Karen Sprague at a later date, but right now, both Wandelt and Sprague should concentrate on their up-and-coming trial. I wish them luck. I will not be answering any questions. That's that's one post, but it's this post that I can't seem to, while I'm on here, I can't seem, it's blurry.
I've got it on my
Oh, have you,
gallery.
Sandra?
If you'd like me to read it. Yeah, if you'd like me to read it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just give me a minute to find it. I'm just
No
gonna
problem.
switch my camera off a minute.
If anybody don't know their human rights, that's for them here. While we're waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, I've found it, but my there's might be a couple of words missing, but I'll try and guess what they are. Right, it's by it says Surjit Sinclair results. I can confirm today that Julia Wandelt is not Madeleine McCann. DNA results have confirmed that Julia is just Julia Wandelt from Poland. I can also confirm that Julia is not a missing child and never has been trafficked by a paedophile gang. I have viewed her birth date and certificate.
And that is like nothing new. I mean,
Why are you posting it in the group at this time,
yeah,
such later date, when we've heard all this before?
yes. And then coming with this, where I just say that yeah, that, and we have said that for like before she was arrested, that it's so many years now she's been asking for this DNA test, that of course we are not going to just believe. So now like his surgeon is like, yeah, now they are gonna, I feel it like said like that, now they are gonna not believe in it. Of course we're not going to believe in it. Who made that DNA test? Who? I mean, with all your proofs, I know that it's a court case, so there's things that they cannot show, but then you just say that very clear. There's things I cannot show. You just don't cut off, and it's not lawyer language. It's not educated people. It's not people Julia would surround herself by herself. Not how I know Julia, who is so aware of who she is. I know it's so difficult, and in her age, it's impossible to not believe in. You have to believe in some, and just really, she have not been lucky.
The amount of confusion she must be going through is crazy.
I really would like people to understand the importance. Why I personally have the right, all right, Jarad Adams, to make a petition that is asking for transparency. This happened before December, I think, that me and Julia was sitting making analysis on the medical report that we have put into ChatGPT. And I made also the movie What If, that is on my YouTube channel, together with Julia. So, and Julia loved it, and she thanked me. And if you need proof, I don't want to share me and Julia's conversation here, but if you want proof that she approved my What If movie with all her own research and evidence on her Instagram account, then please ask for it, because there's nothing to hide. And why should we hide a medical report that is so important and shows that her life is in danger? I want to show you two conclusions out of many that ChatGPT came with after really, really deep analysis of 6 different prescriptions she was given from 9 to 14. So this first one, and they are all on the Facebook group, and in the What If movie is made to pause and take screenshots. So there's nothing new in this being official. But the conclusion is very, very, very scary.
Would you like me to read it out, Erica?
Oh yeah, my voice is like gone. Thank you.
But I do apologize for the words that I won't be able to spell. So is this the beginning? Yes. This combination of medications, particularly at the doses described and over such a prolonged period, ages 9 to 14, could potentially cause death, even through acute complications or, it's very small, cumulative damage to critical organs. The risk emphasize the importance of, through monitoring during treatment, re-evaluating the necessity of polypharmacy, seeking a second opinion from a pediatric neurologist or psychiatrist to ensure the regime was appropriate and safe. If the individual is now 23 and has concerns about lasting health impacts, consulting specialists for a comprehensive evaluation is crucial to address any long-term harm caused by these medications. So another one.
And then there's this one.
Conclusion. This combination and dosage regime is not considered normal or safe for a child unless there is an extraordinary medical lucification, e.g. treatment-resistant epilepsy or multiple severe comorbid conditions. Sorry, guys. Even then, it would require constant monitoring and regular reassessment to mitigate risks. If the person is questioning the, it's so tiny, appropriateness of this treatment, seeking a second opinion and reviewing their medical history with a specialist is essential.
Yeah, so I think that's enough. And if anybody wants, I think the whole medical report is inside the Facebook group. Maybe I should link the Facebook group. I'm going to link the Facebook group up in the comments, because we have to turn this the other way around and get those signatures in instead of losing, because there's people trying to stop us from doing this.
Yeah, and this is about her health as well, isn't it? It's massive to do with her health, because haven't you said that how the medications have affected her? She spoke to you about that, hasn't she?
My personal messages from her is very much concerning her health. So I actually offered her to borrow my singing bowls. I had friends giving her natural medicines to clean her livers, or like that this was good for her to buy. I know she was into alternative medicine, and she didn't want more of that chemical inside of her. And this is what we have no chance to know anything about while she's in prison. And it's also about a concern that the Polish authorities is not responding, taking care of their citizens, because she's not there under normal, whatever it's called. And that is from UK citizens that I heard more than once. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed to be a UK citizen. Like, how can they put her to prison? What are they doing? Why don't they just send her home to Poland and say, don't ever come back again? They could just do that. No. And I know a lot more that Julia have written to me in private that makes reason that they want to hide her away because they really have a lot to hide. But it's really better to step out because it's exposed. It is exposed. The people are talking in the whole world. People like you cannot hide it anymore. Oh,
It is crazy. It's like, you know, there's people out there that are, you know, it's an awful things that get bail.
yeah, and then little Julia, and then so we know for a fact because she didn't hide anything. She put everything on Instagram. So and I want also like Sandy said, she was on 12 live shows. I think there was
Erica,
not one. Yeah.
I was thinking earlier today as well how nerve-wracking it can be to come on a live like this. Obviously, once we're on here, I think you agree, Sandra, once we're on here, it just feels like we're just all just having a chat. We forget that there's people watching. But before we come in, it's nerve-wracking. So how did this 23-year-old, look, I'm getting hot now, excuse me, it's my age. Oh, how did this 23-year-old feel having to do these lives just to get her voice heard?
Well, I
And she
think
did
that
it. And she was,
yeah.
like you say, transparent. There was, she was just her. She showed herself.
Yeah, and I just want to say that the 250 signatures or a little more that we got now is already representing 26 countries. And thank you, Sam, for being with us all the way from Australia on the other side of the earth. Because seriously, this is actually now not about numbers. We are representing the world. And I have today connected with the grandmothers, and it's two big organizations working on the other side that you don't know about, and like you want to kill us all. Like it's like silly. It's like but what we wanted to expose today was also how they do it. And this week, Jana, what have happened to you? Because I had, like I'm saying, I put my phone on a stove just because then I don't sound crazy, okay? But suddenly my screen was totally broken, and I would just say that that's what happened. But
Wow.
we were talking yesterday, 2 days ago, and then you went into your
emails. I went into my emails because I was looking for the petition that I'd signed, you know, the confirmation that you get in the email. And I know I'd signed it more than once, and I know you wouldn't get more than one confirmation because you can only sign it once, I'm presuming. But I did it more than once. There's not one confirmation in my email box. So I thought, well, I haven't cleared out my emails for weeks and weeks, so it should be there. So I went into the bin to see by accident if I've put it in there. As soon as I went into the bin, my emails just disappearing. Not all of them, just a few, one after the other.
Can I just point something out about Julia's medical records? It's like when I read through the side effects, you know, it struck me as strange because just about every one of them, one of the side effects was memory loss. It's like, you know, the big question is, why would they be giving her medication that was prescribed by a doctor, administered by a mother who's now in hiding for some strange reason, and she won't give her a DNA test either? You know, why was she giving her drugs for memory loss, sedation, and drugs that could kill her? You know, that's a big question.
Well, I would tell you that it's not one or two, it's six different prescriptions she have been given, and it's all six of them, all of them that can give memory loss. let me read, like, I have it so I can read it big, I think. Didn't I do that? Let me see here. Where did I just got it from here? I'm gonna read this loud. This is also ChatGPT doing a complex pediatric medication regime is what ChatGPT call it. And the prescription she have been giving is called, I'm not good at Latin these, but you can see here, it's topirama, I'm not gonna say, 6 different products. Here it say concerns polypharmacy risks. Combining multiple high-dose medications increases the risk of drug interactions and side effects such as cognitive impairment. 2. Unusually high dosages. Unusually high dosages. These doses prescribed exceed typical pediatric recommendations, raising safety concerns. 3. Potential for memory loss. Okay, sorry, it says here several medications have cognitive impairment as a side effect. So several of them. Okay, I thought it was all of them. Lack of pediatric trials, limited research on the safety of these doses in children. And then the recommendations is a second opinion, consult another pediatric neurologist or psychiatrist, monitor side effects, regular blood test and close observation for adverse effects, consider alternatives, non-pharmacological treatments, or reduce medication regimes. Conclusion, the regime suggests the presence of complex overlapping conditions, but warrants careful re-evaluation to ensure safety and necessity. Immediate specialist consultation is advised. So please, Jarad and Joshua and Sheena and everybody who is in the way of sharing this petition, this makes me crazy. We have all the reasons to be so concerned and push for her wellness, to be sure she's okay. Why are you stopping it? Why are you stopping it? Please, you are on Messenger. You can unblock me. I send you an invite link, Joshua. It's a month with you, Joshua. Like, really. Are they paid? Is that paid CIA agents? Oh, I am fucking sorry. Like, it's like so ridiculous because your vibe is so low. So low that you play nice, but you cannot be it. That is what is wrong with you people. And that's why we can look through you. So if you're some kind of fucking robot, you need to train and be better, because we can look through you. It's not in the light what you're doing. It's not. And you are destroying people's life. Look at Sandy, who since 2007, seriously, have been damaged her life. And she is so far from alone to have been damaged by this case. And then comes out one girl and say, I believe I can be heard. And then nobody want to listen to her. Well, a lot did. And like Sandy also said, and I know Jana also have done, is to listen to Julia in all the 12 interviews. She have been live on Sean Edwards' crime channel with 1 million viewers, followers soon. And like Jana says, it's not easy to go live. And it is when you are in your truth. But to go live and have to lie, then you have to be that French one that we sooner or later have to come after as well, because his words about Julia is so destroying for a person her age. And he's sitting doing while he's drinking his wine, being really drunk. And the frequency is too low. And you're not going to scare us that way. You know, it's like we have been already so scared. You took all our money. They want to come after more money. We're going to come after your money. Come after the fucking money. We don't have any. You already took them. You're Masons. You did it. We can live under a rock, but we have our proud and soul in our power. And we want you to understand that power and come on the other side and do that testimony that this Australian woman had bigger balls than any Mason man, because free you are not. So maybe we should take the free away from the Mason, because you cannot be free. How can you call yourself free? Even that, I just realized. How can they call themselves free Masons when there's nothing about freedom in it? I don't get it.
Another cover up.
Yeah. Yeah. Girls, do you want to add something? I'm going to look out in the comments.
Just make sure we've gone through everything.
I just want to say that what happened to you, Jana, with those deleted messages.
Oh, yeah. And
what happened to Natalia and Sada the week before, and they were saying that online.
Yeah, it was because Zara showed her phone, didn't she? It was like that, but for less time. It was like for 4 seconds. I couldn't see. It was that fast. Couldn't see what was going, but just for 4 seconds. But then after that, Erica, what happened with us? We couldn't communicate properly, could we? Remember?
No, we had and now my WhatsApp got out, and it's people what they want.
Can't send me anything.
And I want to show you, like, because this happened the day after I came in contact with Julia, which was back in November, I think. And the day after I get in contact with her, my Facebook got hacked by Muhammad Anal Wu. Yeah, that's his name. And now I want to see if I can find my Facebook here. So he came in on my Facebook, which if I look, like my, what do you call it, like where I have my phone number and email, he's inside of that. And so I cannot use my computer. I cannot get him out. So I created a new Facebook profile. And then I got another person's computer where my Facebook had been on before. So I can get on it there. Now I got a new phone yesterday. I want to log in on my Facebook. I'm putting my phone number to log in. And I don't know if you can see, let me wait, like this is who I am. Yeah, that's me, Muhammad Wu. And he's just like taking over my Facebook.
That's what happened to me, Erica. Remember when I first started speaking to you, I told you that I was now marketplace assistant.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
And in the end, we have to laugh at it because it's like getting so ridiculous. But
it
also
is ridiculous.
5 of Sarah's Facebook accounts down. Like she was just opening them, and then boom, they took it down. Yeah. And she had traced that actually to be Chris Blackwell. And everybody should look up Chris Blackwell and Rita Marley for that case. And I'm not going to be scared of them trying to take my sovereignty either. I'm not. I am not going to live like that. It's silly, and it's obvious for everybody who reads what you're coming with. Also, when I wrote to Operation Grange back before New Year, I think, the reply I got from them was like a threat. Like after I was like feeling, did I do something wrong? I was like kind of getting like a little shit. And then I put it into ChatGPT. What do you think about this? And it says this is gaslighting techniques. I will do another broadcast showing you these things and this is what Julia, so young, is up against. Whoever she had tried to contact and get help from have treated her like this, like Mark from Operation Grange, that is gaslighting her. everybody should learn what these techniques. So maybe we will make another broadcast where we put all them together, where we can see these. This is what they're doing. It's so rude and it's so low.
It was that actual podcast that I stumbled on, you know, when Operation Grange had called Julia. She was showing the recording, and it was that one that I listened to first. And from, I think that was like 4. From that, I had to go back to the beginning and go through the whole lot till 12.
I think that one, Operation Grange, and then the one with Gary Waterman, number 4. They are all on my channel. Not all of Sean's yet, because they were down, and then I put them up, and then now they're up again in Sean Atwood's channel. I would like to do a call out, like, to Joshua, Jarad, and Sheena today, to please get back to us and explain yourself. And
Erica,
yeah,
don't, and make sure you let them know that, you know, you have contacted them already. You know, you didn't before this. You have wrote to them and asked them.
of course.
Yeah.
Actually, Joshua wrote to me 2 days ago. I am not. What was it he wrote? It's illegal for me to believe in you. so I go into ChatGPT with that as well, which can make him look like he's working for somebody where he signed a contract. You are not allowed to believe in Erica because it's not a law. So I wrote back to Joshua, which law is that, Joshua? Is that the UK law or is it that the US law? Because I never heard about a law saying that you are not allowed to believe in somebody. And then the response from Joshua was part 7.
Beep, 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 beep.
And the response from Jarad was, Jarad Adams, was to write out in the big chat group again that I have been threatening him. So threatening him means for me inviting him in on this table to explain himself or stop it before we went live today. That's for me not a threat. That was a handout. I'm reaching my hand out, Jerry. What are you doing? And his response was, never talk to me again, don't write to me again. And then he deleted all our messages that I screenshot the day before, video filmed actually, and blocked me. And then Jana saw that he just wrote a message out somewhere that this was going to be his last post.
That was when I called him out on really the post that he was putting up, Sergit's post. Once I asked him, well, it wasn't really, yeah, I did ask him. I can't remember the exact words now, but was curious, confused to why it's been put out twice on a supporters page. And his response in the end was, that will be his last post, which I found a little odd.
We're having Steve Phillips out in, oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, what we was just saying as well, and like you've already said, Erica, there is room for forgiveness. You know, if they are in a place where they feel that they can't, that they had to do this and they want to, you know, come clean, then we're open for that, aren't we?
Maybe we need to make a hand sign like that's the sign for kids, that if they are getting kidnapped and they're walking with somebody, they have to put their hand in the back and do like
a sign.
Maybe we need to make a sign for you Masons born into it that would like to get out, because this is what it's all about. We know that you don't like to be in that position. And it's for me like a little child that like if I just want to put it in another way that maybe people can understand better, that if you have a child and he have been stealing something from a shop, he will try to hide it from you, but you are the mother, so you don't let him. If you find out that he's been stealing, you would say, this is really not a good thing, and you should bring that back and say sorry. It's that simple.
It's exactly that simple. That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's the woman warrior table. That's what we want. We want to give you that space that we're all here as human beings on a journey that it seems more crazy than anybody could understand. Some is on one side, some is on another side. Something is spiritual, something is, but we are all pretty lost. But it's very easy to see what is working for the good in the light and what is working in the dark. If it's really should be easy. And of course, they have spent a lot of time to control us in a way so we don't find that easy to know who we really are. But this is maybe their whole chess game, like that they're playing with us. Wake up, because we are superhumans, and we are really like drinking beer and blah, 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 and doing like really silly things that we can be so much more. So maybe somebody's deliberately pushing us to wake up and be standing up for rights, like standing up for a girl that have been looked after since 2007, and now that everybody know in the whole world something is wrong, and then there's a girl with a lot of evidence, and then we just leave her alone. That is not a humanity that I want. 7 generations. I want to grow warriors who take care of their family and tribe and grow each other, and like don't we all want that?
Yeah.
Can I just say, yeah, I'm concerned about Julia because I haven't had an email back from her. The last email I got from her was, I think it was the 23rd, and I've sent her another one since then, and haven't had one back yet. So, the last email she said that she didn't understand why she was in there.
She's going to be very confused.
She is very confused. That's what we heard from everybody. And we have been so confused. There's times where I'm like, maybe she's not even in prison. Maybe she's lying in a huge bed with her feet in flowers, and they actually got the ones in the bag. But now we know people who have been visiting her, and even the visit in the prison seemed unhuman to the person I know, Alison, that visited recently. So, and she was crying for 2 days about that visit. So I hope everybody out there, because if we are already 26 countries on that signature list, which is now 258 people, I think, representing 26 countries, and everybody in their country can get 10 to sign. I don't even need that. Like, I need 1,000 signatures. I would love 5 and 10 and 50, because I think there should be that, actually.
We would have 1,000 signatures. I'm almost sure that we'd have 1,000 signatures if whoever they are, haven't been playing with it.
Yeah. And I also want to say that we have 2 petitions I have in the same, one for Virginia and one for Julia. And when you go into each petition, if you want the list for the people who have signed, it's like in the bottom where there's a download thing. But this thing has disappeared 2 times on Julia's petition, and I have to call Avast, and then a few days later, suddenly the download link is there. But they don't want me to have that download link, and it's not live updated at all. And when I look at the live, where it says live, it's not live. So maybe everyone, I'm gonna put the list that I got, the first 160, 237 or something names. I put the list in the Facebook group, and please check if you're there. And if you're not, please send us screenshots in the comments in that post with your confirmation where you can prove that you have signed it.
Yeah, but Erica, the confirmation might not be there either, because my confirmation's not there.
It took me 3 times to get my signature on to, get it to work properly. And can I just say, a bit of good news about Julia. I asked her, is there anything that she needed, and she asked if I could send her some wool, because she's learning how to make teddy bears. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So I posted that today. So
you got Lila yesterday.
She's doing it
I
arts and
just want to
crafts.
say we have Steve Phillips out in the comments with us, and he's also a really huge Julia supporter and have done a lot of work. Thank you for your work, Steve.
I am aware, Steve. I don't know you, but I'm aware.
And what are you writing here? Looking at the amount of Julia's supporters, we would or should get hundreds of thousands of signatures. Something just is not right. Exactly. So I don't need more than 1,000. When we are 1,000 and we represent 30 countries, that would be enough for us to say we are watching you from the whole world now. But it would be better, everybody share the petition to 10 of your closest. I know Jana have been in on people's phone saying, can I just come in here and press?
Let me do it for you. I know you don't know how to do it. Let me.
Now it's 22, and my friend told me, why is she doing that when she knows I'm on? Should we finish off with if anybody have questions out here?
Yeah.
Please come with all your questions. I want to show transparency. I have nothing to hide. Jana have nothing to hide. Sandy have nothing to hide. Bring it on. Jared, Joshua, Sheena, I'm sure you're looking sooner or later. We don't get it. We don't get it. We understand if you're under threats, that is a possibility. It's a possibility they're all under threat. Like it is.
Yeah.
And if that is the situation, we're going to have a women's warrior table meeting about that.
Yeah. What can be done? How can we help?
Yes. We want every soul free from this bondage. Okay, I have here concrete forest, here to take part in the energetic union of good intentions, to make a shift toward people realizing the consequences of ignoring the truth regarding the systems, keeping innocence locked up. Thank you. And thank you, Concrete Forest. And also we have out here Earl that I just got in contact with this week. And Earl, I am so blessed to have met you. And I have suggested Earl to be the first to open a man's warrior table because he got a sound and he got a voice and he made music and he don't take shit. And
I seen him come up on the new group. Hi, Earl.
So blessed to have you, Earl. Let me see here what Steve is also saying. Yes, now any suggestions that we should do next, Erika? Always my first suggestion is everybody stay sovereign. Look, go to your heart. What is right for you to do, not what is right for me to do, but you. Like, so you, I don't know you. We all have different qualities. This is the beauty of it all. We have different qualities. Some make music, some make art, some talk, some do it all, some just are in prayers. My best friends are just cool hippies hugging me. I allow them only to be that for that reason.
I understand that question because we all feel a little bit hopeless now. You know, that there's only so much we can do. And that's what's difficult. I mean, I can't make music. Erika can. But all we can do is be together as a group and be supportive for Julia and each other and stay focused and make sure these trolls, pardon?
And there I have to give you so many thanks for you. And for letting me the other day,
Sandra,
get it out and not take anything personal and have and keep the space. Really, it was so beautiful that you let me do that. And we have a question for you here, Sandy. How did Sandy find her first YouTube appearance? No, how did you find it? I guess like.
Well, I wasn't as nervous today as I've been all week. So it's good to finally speak.
And you're welcome to give it gas. And you have so much to say that I had to say to you today that all the things you're sharing with me is for your new table. So you actually come into our field because you feel the readiness of having your own table.
And that's so good.
That is
once I learn
so
how to work technology properly.
Say that again?
I said once I learn how to work technology properly.
That's what I'm scared of as well.
So it's Sandy, we will find together, we will make some courses together so everybody got it. And we arranged last week that once a month, all the ones who have a warrior table, we meet together on a podcast. And that will grow and expand, and that's going to be beautiful. I think I would like to hear your poem again. Do you want to read it again?
Yeah, okay. Okay, The Lost Child. Is anyone out there? Does anyone care that I'm lost and alone here? How long can I bear? This torture is killing me, body and soul. They make me do things that are nasty and cold. Is anyone out there? Can you hear me now? Why won't you come rescue me? Run through the crowd. I'm waiting, my time's running out. Please come for me now before hope turns to doubt.
Amen. And you know what is strange? I want to play this. I want to play a song that I sent. It's Julia singing. And somehow that poem reminded me of her singing this many years later. And I made this video just to give her a little present on Christmas Day. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to use the picture that have been, it's public, but if the person who took this picture want my money for using it here to express the prettiness and beauty of Julia Wandelt, please take your time, bring your lawyer on. I don't have any money you can give. I'm so sorry. Let me see where it is. Let me just see here. Song written by Julia. Two seconds. Okay, I have to present. Okay, are you ready? Seriously? Like, oh, I cry every time. This is Julia singing. Why you? And when you read the poem, Sandy, I don't know. I just feel you are connected, the two of you. Okay, I will just let it speak by itself. I will let it speak by itself. Whoa.
I can't stop looking for the answers. I can't stop fighting for you. Can't understand your own behavior. Trying to find a way to home. I can't believe in my life. How dare you reject me all the time? I don't know. I don't know why. This is a mysterious life I'm living. I wanna hear your voice again. It's been a long time since we saw our faces for the last time. Can't be a winner all my life. How dare you reject me all the time? I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know, I'm so lost. 'Cause I lost you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've given you all the tears I've given you.
I don't know what to say. This is a person that is harassing people. I just want to bring this it's fucking me up every time. Sorry, this is wrong. Like she's like, how can you do this to this girl of people? Concrete forest. concrete forest is saying a lot out here. Let me just be here. I just wanted you all just also to take this in. This is like, how can you write a song like that and be in prison for harassment? Just I just thought, wasn't it that you concrete forest that I can't find that message right now? But
What, do you want me to read
writing
it?
it. No, but I
She
couldn't
was.
find the one I was looking for. I just like saw that he was, or she, I don't know if it's a he or she. There was one comment where I just felt he was scared. Or he said he was scared, or she. Oh, I can't find that.
They said that they don't know who to trust right now, and imagine how Julia must be feeling in prison.
Yeah. Well, we know that she had no idea who to trust.
No.
We know that.
And she's scared.
She is scared, and she has said that loud. So we also have a recording of her saying she's scared, and she's scared for her life because nothing that is happening in there is how it's supposed to be. My name is Heidi Rose. Okay, hi Heidi Rose. Concrete Forest is Heidi Rose. That is good to know because, like, sometimes we know each other, but I don't know your emails and your names out there, so I'm not sure who is with it. Should I go up and we have like, we were trying to keep the space here for 2 hours, so we have like 20 minutes. Should I go up from the beginning of the comments and go down and see if there's anything? We can put all the prayers and candles we got here from the beginning. Let's just go through it. And here we had Steve Films coming in saying, glad to join and see each one. If I have any comments, I will post near the end. God bless each one. And also Julia, and bless all children worldwide. Nice poem.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. And then we have here Per Knudsen. I know him. He's the one that when they took me into psychiatric hospital, because I went to my doctor saying, I know they're kidnapping the children in my municipality, which is today very official, and which also was official that they did that to me, because a lawyer was saying it on a mainstream radio channel. But this is what they do. They want to make us look crazy. So I took 24 hours inside the mental institution over here. And if I was not fighting for Julia and other people about this, then I would be fighting for not people being inside of a place like that, no matter what, because that is an evil place. Like, that is evil. I have been to a hospice where people are dying, and there was like waterfalls inside. There was flowers and colors and horses outside. If you are not feeling well in your being, don't you think it would be nicer to be in a place with color and flowers and kindness and love than a sterile, disgusting place with mirrors looking back at you and people screaming for help? Or, no, okay, sorry, I went out, looping out. It's what they do to us is absolutely ridiculous. So Pierre was the one coming, making sure I got out same day. So we have we're looking out for each other, and that is so important. And Pierre know that he means everything. Like, I don't know, like that is for life when someone does something like that for you. Thank you, Pierre. I love you and your wife for letting you help everybody And it's so beautiful. And we have Steve here again saying there is a 1 in 192 million chance of anyone having that eye mark in the same eye and location as Madeline and being about same age and female. It was Gary that told Julia to go to the police. True story. And actually, I just found that video, the good video that Sean made with Julia's eye. Should we just quickly watch that? That is a little part of my movie, What If, that I put it into. We can just, yeah, I just want to do that. Can you see it?
Not at the minute.
No. I have to share screen. Hang on. Share screen there.
I was not aware of that.
You don't know this?
No, I was not aware of what Steve's just said, that it was Jerry that told Julia to go to the police. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did
didn't he say?
Julia
Did he even say that on the recording outside? Or he called the police?
Okay.
When
He
Karen and Julia,
he knew what he was doing, didn't he? Basically, he knew what he was doing.
yes, yeah.
Okay, sorry, that was an interrupt. Sorry.
No, but I think this is the most clear evidence that you can get that this is the same person. So to the people who don't know how to work with pictures, it's 2 pictures put on top of each other. The eye is put like the same, like stretched out when it's baby to size the eye of Julia. And then Ron is scaling the transparency away from it. And you can focus only on the line here to see, to look at that. But you can also look at the other patterns if you want to be extra, because it's not only this one that is the same. It's the same damn eye. Come on.
You can see it's virtually an absolute mirror overlay.
Wow.
Now, I've done a couple of different images, but one of the images, you're looking up in the air with your eye, if you see what I mean. This one, you're kind of looking up, right? And it gives a different shape to the eye, if you see what I mean. So I went back in and used this one, and it's really, the result is spot on. Now, who wants to line up those noses, right? Because those noses are another one, right? We'll just quickly do this in front of you.
You're gonna have to age the nose as well somehow.
Well, I'm just gonna,
like a baby.
I'm just gonna shrink.
The nose is something that continues to grow throughout your life.
So if we just make this nose tiny, right?
You think?
You see that?
Is it to know, sister? Sorry, I'm just.
That's the same frickin' nose, mate.
Okay,
Wow.
like.
Wow.
And then we go back to the eye for the last time, and then we'll get back to the studio, so to say. Feel free to clip and screenshot that and play it back in slow motion and do all the things you need to do, people. But thank you for putting up with that. I so appreciate it.
I miss them conversations.
Yeah. You haven't seen this?
Pardon?
You haven't seen this?
No,
before?
I've seen it, but I'm just saying I miss hearing, Ron and Julia and Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss it
Yeah.
too.
And actually today somebody liked a post I wrote on the Julia Wandelt Facebook before we knew how to write to her in prison, and that I actually still don't know if it went through. So I wrote her a letter out in the Free Julia group, and yeah, it was just like for the people who doubt who I am in this. I hope that you can see my consistency and my love for her and all humans, really, because this is not about an obsession for Julia or for a human being, but for the truth that we all know something is so wrong, and that Sandy have known since 2007, and that actually also, like, yeah, we everybody, we know everybody knows. That's maybe even one of the worst things, that we know that people know and they're not stepping up and helping us help us.
Yeah.
And it really helps you, all of you who are with us here. Here Steve is saying true is we are afraid to speak out. We are not even living a free life that we should be. I signed, but I never checked to see if it is there. I will put the list out on the Facebook group after. And there is a lot of fear going on. And this is one of the things that we have to deal with. And knowing that what we don't die of, we become stronger. Because like many of these things, I think like we feel dead inside when you cannot speak your truth. So the fear disappears when the more we speak, and now we have to help each other speak. The more we speak, and everybody can see that, like how Virginia, she was the one taking them, the one alone. She took Virginia Roberts, took down Prince Andrew. His title is gone because of Virginia. She's a hero. And I have 9 signatures on my Virginia petition to try to keep the promise that she asked for, that if something happened to her, that we make sure her children are okay. That petition have 9 signatures.
That's not right.
And she is the one who stepped forward for the whole world, exposing Prince Andrew and Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
And I can guarantee everybody here listening to this now, and the 3 of us have signed it. That probably equates to 9.
Probably.
More. And many others have signed it. So something is definitely wrong.
Definitely. I don't never like to read up a post that is about myself like this. Many people
have your back, Erica.
Thank you. Anything important with Julia Wandelt's name is censored. Also, it's very funny. Not funny. It's not funny at all. But how her name have changed in the press so many times, and also in the prison when she was arrested with her passport. Then why is there any doubt about her real name? So when we were first asked to write, or when we could write to her in the prison, it's all been wrong. Nobody actually today know if it's Julia Wandelt or Julia Wandelt. I don't even know what is right anymore. The prisoner number also changed 3 times.
Well, I remember Julia saying it's Wandelt. I don't know about if you heard any different.
Yes, no, I never heard Julia say anything different. No. Steve is writing, my father warned me about Freemasons when I was a child. They worship Satan. They do. They
Yeah.
do. And it's not a secret anymore. I don't even want to spend time on this podcast talking about that because I think everybody is now aware who is the Freemasons. And if you're not, look it up in your town because they're everywhere. Everywhere. But they do run like Jarad today in a second. When you say, "Fire! Rrr," what are you doing? You disappear. They're made of something I don't know. I am not gonna be scared anymore of this.
When you throw them a garlic.
I have it all here. Yeah. It's all about this. It's all about this. Really, like no man born on this earth, no man with balls on this earth would be here if it was not because of this mother giving birth. Or actually, I'm not so sure about that anymore. I do believe, sorry, that there is other creatures and powers, and that they are produced. And that's why I don't want to spend more time on being angry at them, but we will have to expose you and get you away every time. So this, if you want to fight with us, is what will happen. We can make many podcasts. and a lot of music. And I'm going to shoot back with music every time you say something, because this is not going to disappear. It's going to hang in the air forever. And for some reason, somebody must pay you to sit and look at everything we do. So I know you're forced to listen to my music. And it's kind of funny.
There is a
Yes,
clue.
right. There is a clue there who Julia is. Oh, you must have said something before, Steve. Where you say Julia's case is political like Madeline's case. Definitely. The modern ways doing away with she's destroying feminism.
Can't we get Steve on here?
Yeah. Next time, Steve, you're on the table. I might go down because it is difficult to read these older because I don't know what we were talking about at the moment. Okay, so here's the question from Bigor. So Steve, he told Julia to go to the Met Police with her information. When did he do that? I remember, but I don't remember when. Good luck with the rest of the podcast. Thank you, Patrice. Her face is the same grown up. Her eyes, she also is saying she's her. To me, it is clear. To me, too.
Even the way she brushes her hair like that.
Oh, yeah. The way she does her hair.
That is exactly like, yeah.
That is not a normal way.
Yeah, because I don't do that. I just, you know.
No.
She's got Madeline's quiff. You know, quiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, Sandra, there. Jerry has no right reporting Julia after sending her to the police with her information. Yeah, the Crown Court do know it. I told them about it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, after reporting her.
Girl is saying you can't fake Retina signature. No,
True.
you cannot.
Nope.
Yeah. This makes me really wonder about the baby filters that Facebook came out with and all other apps followed. Account examiner. Yes. And I saw someone was sitting, was that you? Account examiner was sitting the other day doing with an app something with Jerry and Kate into Julia or something.
No. What on? Did she send you messages?
What you got it as well? Who was that?
Yeah, it was a different person that was.
Yeah. The wizard words. I lie debunked. No eye defect. Lol. Was it? What a joke. What does that mean?
I lie.
I lie debunked. No eye defect. Lol. What a joke. I don't get that wizard words. I don't understand that. Yes, Earl. Dated Lawrence, you're correct. You cannot fake the eye retina signature. Concrete Forest, Julia represents what could be done to anyone. So that is the point. Why the gen pub are afraid. The general population are afraid, are conditioned to turn the other cheek. Par for the cause, for the coward over consciousness in many. Bless those words, really. Like, really, this is about that. It's about that. Because to be afraid, scared, frightened is a frequency that is so low that it's near death. It means that when you, that's why they want to do these bad things to these children, because that starts adrenaline in your body and starts a lot of chemicals going on in your body when you are scared, and they want us just to be scared. And sometimes we all are. And we have been very attacked lately. And what can we say? We would have to have a podcast about this on the warrior table. How we work with this fear, because it's clearly that we need to overcome to win this. That's what it's all about. And that is, am I a coward, or am I conscious enough to step over my own ego? Like, it's not about me, it's about humanity. Forever, the 7 generations, this is what makes me strong, is when I take me away from it and say humanity. This is what the indigenous people have done always. Look, 7 generations before, what did we do wrong? And then what can we do better for the next 7 generations? And keep to that core, really, like, and remember to feel what is right inside of you. As long as we do what really feels right inside of us in the name of love and light, then you cannot go wrong. You die pure. That is, for me, what I prefer. Die, I have said what I have to say, then I have to be silenced. I don't want to die like that. I don't want. Right? And I hope nobody have to, and that we can all just, right now, 2025, get it all out and a restart for humanity, really.
Yeah.
I'm just blabbing.
Another message. She's probably in police custody. She's probably in police custody. Prison wouldn't really be applicable. Police custody. No, she's in prison.
She's in prison in Bristol? No, sorry.
No, Peterborough.
Yeah. And it's not so nice. Well, Julia is Julia. So she, no matter what happens to her, she finds thankness. She finds forgiveness. She finds strength that you can only get from a very strong light source. Because I had not expected her to be arrested, and I have definitely not expected her to still be in there. It was in March. It's 3 months. She's been in there for 3 months.
Since the 19th of February.
19th of February.
And then on the 22nd of April, it was she pleaded not guilty, and then sent back until now, the 2nd of October. No bail.
She was, what did you say? She was pleaded not guilty.
Yeah. That was what, 22nd of April, that date was where she came in, and I think I remember the judge saying her name and her response. I can't remember the exact words, but I think I did mention this before. She said it as in, if that's who you say I am today. She was very smart in how she said it, because she knows she's not who, Julia Wandelt at the end of the day. She wasn't going to say them words in court for them to take, put it back on her. Can't think of the right words. You know what I mean there.
She's a very smart girl.
Yeah.
Super intelligent. Highly intelligent. And I believe you only become like that when you have to. You're forced to become intelligent to survive.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything, Sandy? You just break in.
I'd like to point out that in the last week, the press is really trying to push this narrative about Christian Bruckner and the fact that they found these what do you call them, sticks with the, they found like images of all sorts of things, and they're trying to say, although they haven't got proof yet, trying to insinuate that Madeleine, this might be the proof that Madeleine was molested and killed. And just today, apparently in a Sun tomorrow, their headline's going to be, I don't know if it's a headline or not, but it's going to be they're starting a search again in the place that Madeleine went missing. And all it made me think about is, yeah, they, if that was the case and they came out and said, yeah, we found Madeleine's body, how do we actually know that it is Madeleine's body? So with anybody that's watching, I'd just like you to, look at all the evidence, think of, go with your gut instinct, and, make your own assumptions, make your own thoughts, whatever. But, what it boils down to is there's a young girl here that, is suffering. She's been suffering all her life, and she doesn't deserve to be suffering for another minute.
Yeah. Well said, Sandra.
I agree.
Heavenly Father, I'd like to lift Julia up to you right now. I thank you that she's had angels around her all her life. I thank you that you surrounded her with warrior angels that have protected her, because for what she's been through in this life, it's a miracle that she is still alive. And I pray that she'll be home soon, wherever, her real home may be, and with her real family, whether it's a family of soul sisters, and not just soul sisters, but soul brothers, with, just to spend the rest of her life being surrounded by love and beauty, because that's the person that she is. Amen.
Thank you, Sandra.
Oof. I just want to close it with that. Should we just close it with that?
What about that video of her, the one of her in prison, I think that'd be a good video to close it with. But unless you've got other ideas.
The video where she's in the prison?
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah,
one?
the one
Yeah.
with the girl in the orange suit.
Yeah. Okay, let me just find it. I have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel called Julia Wandelt. There's 26 videos in there now, I think. And that's all like songs for the different pages. It's the What If movie with all her own research, and the eye and her memories put together. Let me just find that. Where did I put it? Yeah. Okay, I am. Thank you, everybody out there. Yeah.
And can I just say thank you, Erica, so much for everything you do, and you, Sandra, for all the support. Just thank you.
And you.
Thank you for being. Thank you for being here.
It was just lovely to see you at the court.
And you.
You know, when she was there. You know.
Was you there, Sandra?
I saw. No, I wasn't there. I planned on going, but you know, I couldn't make it. And but I saw you. I saw you and Alison hugging and.
Oh yeah,
talking.
yeah.
That's when I first saw you. So.
Oh, it's lovely to see you again.
Yeah, and you.
And we will help Sandy get her own table, and Jana, are you gonna get your own table?
I'm scared.
We're all scared.
Technology.
Yeah, we will get around it, and that is not gonna stop us. That's not gonna stop us. Not technology.
No. I won't let it stop me. I know you've got my back.
I got your back. And no trolls are gonna stop us either. I mean,
no.
Take our lives. Like Julia said, you have to take our lives. We could sit here all now and say we are not suicidal. We know we are in danger. It's dangerous what we do. I am not suicidal. Are you suicidal? No. Are you suicidal? No. We are not. Okay. So if something very strange happens right now, we know who, and we're gonna speak like all the time. Everything is shared with everybody that we know. It's out there. It's too late, guys. Sorry. Julia, in there. I seriously hope everybody just put a candle for Julia in the comments before we go, please. And then I'm gonna share that song. And if you want to stay for a little while, I can play a few songs. Okay, girls, I love you. We see you on the next warrior table. Oh, let me just say that we're with Sarah tomorrow on Sarah's warrior table. I don't know. Are you coming in, Jana?
I'm not sure. I might be.
Sure? You might be.
I'll be there.
I might be.
I'll be there about 8:15.
And you on Sarah's table as well tomorrow, 8:15.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be on screen, but I'll be with you some way.
Okay. And then Wednesday, we are doing something to balance out this heartbreaking work with something a little more fun, interesting, basic, strange, crop circles.
Ooh, I'm excited.
This is going to be a very exciting podcast. Because Jana contacted me and said there's 2 new circles made in England recently. And then we decide to make a live about that, a podcast about that. And then we asked Beverly, I asked the whole warrior table in the back who want to be in it. And Beverly said yes to that. And she say that she can decode the messages in the crop circles. So maybe we're just going to listen, and we're going to look at the orbs. If you haven't seen that it's orbs creating crop circles, we're going to look at that. It's going to be so interesting. And with Julia, please, everybody, if you can share to 10 people in your country, we will have these thick signatures so fast. I can send the letters will be all, like there is a letter to a lot of them in the files in the Facebook group, but they're not updated. I am making them like they have to be. But it's all transparent. I am transparent. So please, that's all we want.
Sorry, can I say one more thing as well? I thanked you, Erica, you, Sandra, and I thank everybody else that's with us supporting as we're all together, all one.
It's really nice to see all your comments out there, and it wouldn't make sense to sit and just talk, the three of us. There's so many times where we sit and talk in the back where we're like, whoa, that was a podcast, because it's just interesting talks. Concrete fires, my love to everyone here gathering for the sake of truth and freedom. Thank you. Back, return to sender.
God bless Julia. God bless everyone watching, and God bless especially everybody that's going to be signing this petition, and God bless the world. Amen.
Amen.
Now I just need to.
And protection over us is as well. Sorry, I forgot that bit. We need it.
Thank you.
Big
Thank you so
bubble
much.
of protection.
Yes, we do need it. Here it comes. Everybody, have a great night. If you're on the other side of the earth, have a great day. Thank you so much. Please share this. It's super important. We need to save Julia and make sure her health is okay and she's taken care of. Please, thank you so much.
Someone won't read us, someone we can just wanna fight to. There's a girl who's been wandering, lost in the night, carrying scars that are hidden from sight. She's been through the fires, through the lies, through the pain, but her spirit stands strong like the sun after rain. Oh, the world's eyes are closed, blinded by fear, ignoring the cries that echo so near. It's time to uncover, to see what's been done, to heal the broken, to welcome the sun. She's calling for the world's attention now, to lift the veil, take off the crown. Forgiveness must find its rightful place, not just for her, but for the human race. Through the lies, through the fear, we'll rise above, with courage, with truth, and with endless love. Oh. The clowns in their castles, the thrones they defend, turn justice to ashes, they've nowhere to bend. They harass, they oppress, they're drunk on their power, but the light of the truth grows brighter each hour. We'll forgive, but remember, we'll let go of hate, for understanding must open the gate. Their ignorance stems from the fear they conceal. It's time for the world to wake up and heal. She's calling for the world's attention now, to lift the veil, take off the crown. Forgiveness must find its rightful place, not just for her, but for the human race. Through the lies, through the fear, we'll rise above, with courage, with truth, and with endless love. Oh. Are they searching for the child, the light that we lost? The savior they seek, but at what cost? The children, the innocent, they hold the key to a future of hope, to true unity. She's calling for the world's attention now, to lift the veil, take off the crown. Forgiveness must find its rightful place, not just for her, but for the human race. Through the lies, through the fear, we'll rise above, with courage, with truth, and with endless love. Oh.
There is a girl that no one's found, sleeping on a battleground. Testify to what she sees. Desert storm, rebel queen. Stand up for her reality. She won't falsify her memories. No, the darkest parts and boldest lies have yet to be revealed. Afraid of all that could be spilled, the greediest upon the hill. She laughs when others think they know. Plantation, suburb, scandal show. Stand up for her reality. She won't falsify her memories. The deepest wounds are unspeakable. Won't you press repeat? The saints are replaced. There will be no escape. Take her by the hand. The lost children are found. Be the voice of the voiceless. Welcome to some high frequency shit. Star seeds and baby boomers unite. Are you ready for this? Mothers, we the mothers of the lost children, declaring independence. Mothers, I hear you, I hear you. Children, I hear you. Are you ready to take home our children? Mothers, mothers of the lost children, fathers of the same. They try to silence your voice, hide the truth in the dark, but the world is waking up, we can see through their junk. They tell their stories, twist the lines, play their wicked game, but we stand unshaken, calling out your name. No more shadows, no more lies. We will fight, we will rise. Justice for Julia, we won't turn away. The truth is a fire, it's lighting the way. You are not alone, we're standing strong. Justice for Julia will rise. your cry, we won't hesitate. They try to erase you, pretend you're not real, but your voice is power, and the whole world can feel. No more shadows, no more lies. We will fight, we will rise. Justice for Julia, we won't turn away. The truth is a fire, it's lighting the way. You are not alone, we're standing strong. Justice for Julia, we'll right this wrong. We are the echoes of all you've endured, breaking the silence, making them heard. You are the light that won't fade away. Julia, we fight for you every day. Justice for Julia, we won't turn away. The truth is a fire, it's lighting the way. You are not alone, we're standing strong. Justice for Julia, we'll right this wrong. No more silence, no more fear. Julia is Madeline and justice is near.
Standing at the beginning of the human race, the rock and flame, the creation was in and on your face. You cannot see my face, you cannot know her name. Not in this language now, not in this space. You cannot touch the flame. The dream time told me how. Your victory will not come from keeping love in your being, for that is not enough. Your victory will come as we stand up and throw off chains and claim all Uluru, who's inside me and inside you too. And do not talk to me about luck when I've come here to break this curse. And I know that we can make things worse if we do not choose to stand up with her. And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? 'Cause I remember going to Uluru and beyond the stars, my sisters do too. They land on the ground and purify the earth. You can have it all, but you won't have me. And you can take it all, but you won't have her. And you can have it all if you're willing to let you. The truth will set you free. 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 You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You gotta find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life.